So I put the controller, I settled on top of the reservoir just because I like the accessibility, and I decided to run the wires back down through here underneath the handlebar and down through the triple tree. You can see the lead right there, and then back under the frame and down under the tank. The business end comes out here in the tray. This is the seat connector, and then this is the actual battery supply line. I chose to extend the battery power and then ran it down from my battery compartment here under the tank and into the tray under the seat. Let me get this out of the way. But here you can see what I've done with this is this is the seat connection. This is my accessory relay. All these wires drive my iPod, Zumo, GPS, and my radar detector. And that's on this side. And then this side is the battery power connection, battery supply. And that relay lives right here. And both relays are triggered by a common accessory line. This runs to my tail light, and this is the running light for the tail light. And all these connections are soldered, so there won't be any corrosion buildup or chance to actually have a bad connection. But I've snaked it down through here into the tray and connected up both relays off the keyed switch. So when I turn the bike off, everything turns off. So now that we've got the controller hooked up and got the battery connections in and the relay set, let's go ahead and turn this thing on and see what we get. Alright, so from what I read, this is the startup sequence, and those flashing LEDs are alternating red and blue. There's a reason for that, and we'll get into it in just a minute. Okay, what we have here is we have a power setting of 7, and this flashing LED is the boost mode. And what that does is it sends full power to the seat for 10 minutes. And so you don't have to manage this at all for 10 minutes when you start up the bike for the first time and head down the road. If you've already been riding and you've stopped for gas or something like that, you don't need to have full power to the seat. All you do is hit the cool button, and that turns it off or disables it. But let's go back to the startup sequence and see what happens there. The alternating LEDs is to actually set the bar growth. So we can actually change that direction depending on how you mount it on the bike, which is a really great feature, but let's go ahead and see how we actually change that. Alright, here's your startup sequence. We have a couple of seconds. Hold for 2 seconds. Alright, now we can toggle this back and forth. So if I wanted to, I could actually change the bar growth. I'll just let this go. Alright, now instead of going this way to heat it up, I'm going to go left to heat it up. And for that to actually register that temperature change, I'd have to wait 15 seconds, but we're not going to do that. We just wanted to change the direction. So let's start up again and then change it back. Alright, flashing, hold for 2 seconds. And I want the heat to go that direction, so let it cycle through. Alright, look at the brightness feature. Right now the power setting is at 6, and let's take a look at the brightness. Okay, this flashing cursor is actually set on level 6. Let's take it to full power and see how bright this gets. So this would be ideal for a bright sunny day. This way you can actually see what's happening with the controller. That's the power setting, and that's the brightness setting. So let's dim it all the way down This is actually ideal for nighttime driving. I wouldn't recommend this for a bright sunny day, but this is perfect for nighttime driving. It doesn't need to be at level 5. It'll show up easy enough at level 1 at nighttime. To recap, let's see if I can do this in one take. We're going to take a look at all the features of the controller: the bar growth, direction, temperature change, and the brightness. So here we go. Startup sequence. Left, right, left, right. Let's let it cycle through. There's my power setting of 6. Let's take it down to 0. Okay, and now there's no power going to the seat. It's not heating the seat. Let's take it back up to level 6. There's level 6. Let's change the brightness. Let's take it all the way up to full power on the brightness. Let's dim it down to nighttime driving. That's nighttime driving. And let's take it back up to level 5 or level 6. Alright, let that sit. And there we go. And then let's turn off the controller. This is a switch circuit. Done.